Hi, this is Dr. Bob with Carolina Value Pet Care. Today we're going to be talking about cats and skin conditions and how to treat them. So I have my lovely assistant Shelly. She's going to be asking some questions, and hopefully you'll get some good content out of this to help improve the quality of your cat's life.
Hey, Dr. Bob, what are some common skin conditions in cats?
Yeah, the most common skin conditions we're going to see, the number one condition that we see in cats for skin issues is going to be allergies, and we'll get a little bit more into that in just a second. We can also see problems with what we call ringworm, which is actually caused by a fungus, not a worm. We will on occasion see issues with cancer, sadly, but they can be addressed as well. And sometimes we'll see behavior issues that can also result in skin issues.
What causes skin conditions in cats?
Yeah, for the things you just mentioned here just a moment ago. Again, primarily allergies, but also cancer, behavior issues, and also ringworm. Those are the big four that we would typically see a cat for.
Why is my cat so itchy?
Yeah, if we get an itchy cat, we're always going to be thinking allergies first and or fleas, because sometimes they kind of play hand in hand. So allergies, there's 4 different types of allergies. The most common one we see in cats are flea allergies, which I'll elaborate on a little bit more. We also have seasonal allergies, more common in dogs than in cats, but certain times of the year they seem to have more issues with their skin. The third would be indoor allergens, again, more common in dogs than in cats. Indoor allergens are going to be primarily house dust and dust mites. And the fourth one is actually going to be fleas.
Food.
So, I'm sorry?
Food.
Oh, food, yeah. Forget the fleas. Food, I meant to say food. So food allergies, and actually we do see quite a number of food allergies in cats. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here momentarily.
Can anxiety or stress cause skin conditions in my cat?
Yeah, they can. We do see some cats, and actually uniquely, we do see it in more the Asian breeds, Himalayans and Siamese. Those are going to be, it's going to be more common in those breeds, but or actually I should say mixes of Siameses, not exclusively, but primarily. So we do see more behavior issues, and one thing that makes those issues unique, and we'll see the cats, they'll be excessively grooming, they'll be losing a lot of hair, but typically it's actually going to be very symmetrical. You can look at your cat and say, gosh, they've lost almost the exact same amount of hair, and we typically don't get irritation to the skin. We don't get the scabbing and things of that nature. They just are what we call self-barbering, or kind of not mutilation. They're not ripping their hair out where they're leaving sores or scabs. They're just having this symmetrical hair loss going on.
Could a grooming product be causing skin conditions in my cat?
Very rarely. Is it possible? Absolutely, anything is possible, but it's very uncommon that grooming products would ever cause a problem. So for those brave souls who actually want to bathe their cat, good on you. Good luck with that. Cats usually don't need to be bathed in most situations unless they, I don't know, fall in a bucket of mud or something. But cats are pretty good about grooming themselves. They generally don't need to be groomed or bathed. Although if you want to and you're brave, go ahead and do it. But yeah, it's just not something that you really need to worry about too much.
How can I care for my cat's skin at home?
So a couple things. So let's talk about the origins of some of the problems. So let's talk about flea allergies, because that is such a common problem in cats. And these are the cats that come in and they're just ripping their hair out. They've got sores literally from the back of their neck all the way to their tail, sometimes on their belly. Get them on an appropriate flea product, okay? Food allergies, that can actually be easily managed as well. But first, we actually have to see the cat to have a better sense of where on the body a cat is ripping itself. Typically, not exclusively, but typically if I see a cat coming in that's ripping around its face, the temples, the face, the neck, up around the ears, I'm always going to think of food allergies. So again, we'd have that discussion about what foods are most likely to cause allergies and food allergies in cats. And quite simply, that would be beef, fish, and dairy. Those are the big 3. So we'd look at the diet. We'd obviously want to change to a different diet. Usually it's an ingredient issue and not a brand issue. If we're dealing, say, with like a ringworm situation, we would have a discussion about how to address or how to treat ringworm, and also being on the lookout for ringworm showing up on us or other pets. If we're dealing with the cancer, then of course, obviously we'd have to address and see what type of cancer it is, and that's going to give us an indication of how we can address it long term. Okay, so hopefully that'll give you some insights into this type of skin conditions we see, how to manage them, and if you want more information, yeah, please come out to one of our clinics. We'd love to see you, and thanks for joining us.